Why would you want to beat your grandmother up? Why would you want to be violent to your grandma or your granddad or some aging relative or some nice old buffer who lives next door and chats to you from time to time? Why would you be violent to them? I mean, there they are. They're just giving you helpful advice. They're trying to be helpful. They're trying to be nice. And you respond to them by being horrible and violent and rude, and you shout back at them and tell them that they're stupid. They're just saying things like, make sure when you go for a drive, you've got a good road map in the car. And you go, I don't need a road map. I've got Google Maps. Stupid old bastard. Why would you do that? They're just trying to be helpful. I mean, advice is not always useful. I mean, I get that. It's not always, essential that you've got a good roadmap in the car when you go for a drive because you have got your phone. But listen to the advice, because if you're out driving and your phone battery dies and you haven't got a spare battery, or you're somewhere where there isn't a data feed, their advice might not be as stupid as you initially thought it was. So at least do them the courtesy of listening. You listen, you consider whether what they're saying is useful, and then you make your own mind up. Who else do you know who gives you helpful but not always accurate advice on how to behave based on the past? Because that's what your granny's doing. She's talking about a world that existed 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago. Who else do you know who does that? I know someone. I do that to myself all the time. All of my fears and insecurities and doubts, all based on experiences that came from the past. I've become my own granddad, giving myself advice, saying, oh, you shouldn't do that, or oh, be careful about that. Advice which is based in experience, but is also based in the past. The fears that enter your mind when you think of changing your life or taking a new direction are well founded, but they're founded in the past. They're what you've learned in the course of your life. They're what you learned. They're how you survived. They're what you learned about how to survive. They're well founded. Listen to them, but do not necessarily obey them. When we talk about fight your fears, conquer your insecurities, dominate your mindset, we are talking about committing acts of violence against our earlier selves. We are talking about committing acts of violence against our learned experience, against our own survival strategies. We're talking about being violent to ourselves, and no good comes of violence. Really. You're not going to move forward happily in life by beating all kinds of hell out of yourself. Why would you do that? How about instead, you listen to your fears, you respect your fears, you understand your fears, you see if your fears have anything relevant to tell you, and you realize that your fears come from the past. And then you look around at your present and you imagine your future, and you make choices based on things as they are now, not as they were 5, 10, 20 years ago. Your granny speaks from the past. And the past is a wonderful place, but it's gone. So listen to her. and then live your life. So listen to your fears and then live your life. Have a great day.